This will be for the con exercise. Analyze two-way frequency tables. A school collected some info about the experience of its teachers. Here is what they found. All right, so the table displays years of teaching and the subject taught. What fraction of English teachers have at least 5 years experience? So if we go to the table, we are limiting ourselves to English teachers because it asks what fraction of English teachers. So if we go to the subject taught and the English teachers, we are limiting ourselves to this row right here. Okay, and if you'll notice, there's a total right here on the right-hand side. And there's a total on the bottom, the totals, plural, on the bottom as well, but we don't need those. We're limiting ourselves to English, and we want the ones with at least 5 years of experience. How many have at least 5 years? Well, what does at least 5 years mean? That means 5 or more. All right, so how many have 5 or more? Well, this column here is less than 5, so this does not count. This column is 5 to 10, and this column is more than 10, and this is the total. So if we want to find the fraction that have at least 5, we add the two sections where it's 5 or more, and we put that over the total. So it's going to be 9 plus 2 divided by 15. And of course, 9 plus 2 is 11, and the denominator is 15. Answer D, 11 over 15. Researchers surveyed recent grads of two different universities about their income. The following two-way table displays data for the sample of grads who responded to the survey. Approximately what percent of grads in the sample had an income under $20,000? Round to the nearest percent. So in other words, what percent of grads, we're looking at all of the graduates, and we want the ones percentage-wise that had an income under $2,000. All right, so we are looking at the total number of grads. This is the university type, and this is the income. And they want the percentage that had under 20,000. All right, in terms of percent, they want the ones that had under 20,000. So if we look at the under 20,000, we're looking at this row right here. Okay, and the totals, just like last time, the totals are on the right. So what percent of grads had an income under 20? Well, we're looking at all grads, not just University A or University B. We're looking at all grads. So we want to go to the total right here. And how many of those 300 were under $20,000? 75. So 75 out of 300 was under $20,000. $75 out of 300. Okay, and if you want to find the percentage, you just do 75 divided by 300. And if you use the calculator, you should get 0.25. Now, their answer is in terms of percent, the nearest percentage. So you want to move that decimal over 2 places to the right. And that is just going to be 25%. All right, so right in the box, enter 25. Tate works at an ice cream stand. Every customer can choose one of two toppings, sprinkle or chocolate chips. He recorded the age group and the chosen topping for a sample of 120 customers. All right. So let's see here what they're asking. It says, of the adults in the sample, what fraction ordered sprinkles? So we're limiting ourselves to the adults, okay? These are the toppings, and these are the age groups. So the adult row is this row right here. Of the adults, how many, or what fraction ordered sprinkles? Well, the ones that ordered sprinkles are right here. That's 13. And the total column is right here. So that's going to be 13 out of 48. (13 out of 48). As a fraction, that's just 13 over 48. Answer C. All right, last one. Honestly, I don't even think you need to read these write-ups. Okay? Really, you can just go to the question in the table in many cases. What percent of males had a negative opinion of campus housing to the nearest percent? All right, what percent of males had a negative opinion of campus housing? Well, here is the opinion type, and here is the gender. They asked what percent of males have a negative opinion. So since we're doing percent of males, we are limiting ourselves to the male row. And what percent had a negative opinion? Well, we have the total here on the right. The negative opinion is here. Here's the males. That's going to be 36 out of 90. 36 out of 90 had a negative opinion. So if we want the percentage, we could just do 36 divided by 90. And let me go to the calculator. And I get 0.4. Okay, 0.4 is the same as 0.40. And if you convert to percentage, you move the decimal over 2 places. And of course, that is just 40%. So you click in the box, type 40, the percentage symbol is already there. And that's it.